So a couple of things. We are going to make a motion. And we need to make a motion to hold the public hearing open and ask our town clerk to re-advertise the public hearing for November 6th at 6:30 to be held before our regular town board meeting, workshop meeting. And we will take written comments from now until then.
Do you need a motion?
I just made the motion.
I would like to second this motion.
Okay.
Just a clarification, on the 6th, for the continuation, it'll be open to
Oh, yes.
speakers.
Only people that haven't had an opportunity to speak. We'd like to make sure that everyone has their chance, who wasn't able to make it. And also, looks like, I think, thank you, Chris, for bringing that to our attention. The Freeman did not publish the notice in time, so we will have to keep it open, but we're going to actually republish it again. Thank you. So Amanda seconded it?
Roll vote, Councilman Gallagher,
Yes.
Councilwoman Green,
Yes.
Councilman Hassett,
Yes.
Councilman Ryan,
Yes.
Supervisor.
Yes. Billy?
I missed the time.
6:30 on November 6th. So I don't think there's anyone else interested in making a comment tonight. I thank you very much, everyone, the applicants and the public. We have a couple of town business we're going to take care of. Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody here know that Doris and I have been working very hard. We're not done with all the line items yet, but we've got the budget down to 1.2 right now.
Wow, that's great.
Where's my cord? That's, I think that's okay.
It's down to 1.2 right now,
That's great.
and we're not done. I got 3 more departments to work on.
10%.
Wow.
We're still gonna go,
Shuffle.
if we ever need it, we could,
That's really
go higher than 2.
Yes, I'd still like to do that, especially because of the fundings that we're looking for.
Yeah.
If we do get our grants, it'll be into next year's, and we'll have, if we have that bonding for anything or whatever, then we don't know. So, yes,
1.2% interest,
I'm sorry, what?
1.2%.
No, I'm just letting the board know that I'm working on the budget, and we're now at 1.2. That's not the final
Right,
number.
when you say 1.2, you're talking about percentage?
Percentage, yes, increase.
Okay, thank you.
We repeatedly tell everyone that the tentative budget is not our final budget. It's not even a preliminary budget, which we have to hand in before our public hearing. But the public doesn't always realize that that first tentative budget is before the town really gets to work on it. It's the department heads, you know, kind of give us a list of things they want, and we have to make a decision whether we're going to allow those things to happen. So we, you know, I sit down and go through the departments one by one and cut back a little bit. So hopefully by next week it'll be even better. Okay. I'm sure you're all sorry Dave gave us, we did have your comments in here.
And We probably will have it, but just, I'd like to make a request that any of the written comments be in our packet.
Absolutely. Do you think, we should probably get them to you as soon as they have them, so they'll be in your, we'll make sure they're.
Yeah, we'll save them all for the next public hearing.
Right.
Well, I'll copy what I got tonight. This is word is so.
Put them in our mailbox.
Just put them in the mailboxes so people can get them
Well,
before.
I'll copy them. As they come in and all. Yeah.
All right, so there's two resolutions I want to do tonight. One is for the authorizing the contract for internet with the Ulster Board of Cooperative Education Services, also known as BOCES, at the Rosendale Municipal Community Center. It's a little, you guys got some extra pages in here because we have to change the hereby resolved, and that's what this paper is here that you were given. See this one? That's it. We're going to change that.
Don't we speak to the,
What's
what
that?
happened, don't we speak to what happened in the
Sure, sure.
Okay, I remember at the last meeting, Jean said that we were still working on some glitches. For the contract with BOCES for the internet, they had to give us an addendum, which is their rules and regulations for internet usage. However, what they gave us is all designed for educational facilities. It says things like you can only use the internet for educational purposes, and it also gives BOCES the right to review anything that you use on your internet. So we explained to them that, obviously we can't do that. There's confidential information involved in towns, and we're probably not going to be using it for education so much as government. And they understand that. We're the first municipality that they're actually dealing with on one of these contracts. So I told them we would need those two things to be taken out. Their board meeting, at which they can approve this, is October 30th. So what I did is I changed it, it's hereby resolved, to say that the town board of the town of Rosendale authorizes the supervisor to enter into the next contract with the Ulster County Board of Cooperative Educational Services for provision of internet service for the town of Rosendale at the site of the new Rosendale Town Hall on Cottage Hill Road, contingent upon BOCES deleting all references to the internet service being for only educational purposes, and deletion of the authority for BOCES review of town internet materials. Their
Actually,
attorneys,
That should be
It's Lucas Avenue.
I know that. I went to school there.
It's in Cottage Hill.
Hey, I was in second grade, I didn't know where I was. Thank you.
And then it'll still come back to the town
They
board.
kept looking for me, they kept running
We'll
away.
need to come back to the town.
It won't
We'll
need
just
to.
let Mary Lou look at it the way she asked them to make the changes.
Okay.
And she can't sign it until those changes are made.
This will be read as what?
So, we don't know, so we're just going to say.
I didn't realize she said more nicer in my file.
So,
It's up there.
resolution authorizing contract for internet with the Ulster Board of Cooperative Education Services at the Rhonda Valley Municipal Center. Whereas BOCES has a current contract with the town board for internet services, including service of the former Rosendale Elementary School building, the town of Rosendale, New York, the premises, and whereas the town intends to occupy the premises and desires to use such internet service at said premises, and whereas the parties are authorized to share such resources pursuant to Article 5G of the General Municipal Law of the State of New York, and whereas the parties have reached an agreement as to the terms, conditions, expectations, and costs related to the town's use of internet service at said premises, and whereas the parties in the resolution of their respective governing bodies have duly authorized their designated representatives to enter into and execute this agreement, it is hereby resolved that the town board of the town of Rosendale authorizes the supervisor to enter the annex contract with the Ulster County Board of Cooperative Education Services for the provision of internet service for the town of Rosendale at the site of the new Rosendale Town Hall on Lucas Avenue, contingent upon BOCES deleting all references to the internet service being for only educational purposes and deletion of the authority for BOCES review of the town internet materials.
I'll second.
And now therefore, be resolved. Do I need to do it? Just, oh no,
you
it
read
already says
this one
that.
instead, yeah.
But it says assign in here too. Okay, so that's okay, that's the same, okay.
I just want to check one thing for you, because when I spoke with their attorney and with Gene Newton today at BOCES. They said they'd already spoken to you about this, but that this is for internet to the building, that, you know, we're in charge.
It's for the trunk line, but the
Right.
contract also has the specifics.
Right, so I
for
just
the-
want to make sure you know that.
Wait a minute,
And-
it's for
And they
the,
said you have to get your own firewall. I think he talked to
Yeah.
you about that.
no, but it also has the per megabytes is on page 2.
Right, yes.
Okay, yeah.
So consume this,
Okay.
Roll vote, Councilman Gallagher,
Yes.
Councilman Green,
yes,
Councilman Hassett,
Yes.
Councilman Ryan,
Yes.
Supervisor.
Yes. And then the other thing that came up, you'll see the next resolution. This is to authorize me to sign a letter for funding for the pool. I got a letter from Senator Bonsack saying that there's grant money up to about $100,000 for municipality. I'd like to write a letter asking for some money towards our pool. And so the resolution is to approve the supervisor to sign a letter for funding for pool. Whereas the town of Rosendale is currently looking for secure funds for the pool, whereas New York State current budget includes funding for state municipal facilities capital program, and whereas Senator John J. Bonsack will be seeking funding under the program for municipalities in the Senate district that demonstrate a need for municipal improvements, and where it is expected that the maximum grant will be $100,000, whereas the town of Rosendale supervisor will be writing a letter to Senator Bonsack to ask for funding for the town of Rosendale pool. Now therefore be resolved that the town board of the town of Rosendale authorize supervisor to sign said letter on behalf of the town of Rosendale.
Roll vote, Councilman Gallagher,
Yes.
Councilman Green,
yes.
Councilman Hassett,
Yes.
Councilman Ryan,
Yes.
Supervisor.
Yes.
What is the number?
We don't know that.
We don't know.
Because I know, I was just gonna say, everybody could guess, I thought it was about 18, so.
It's up there, I
Yeah, I think that's what we're at, but I wasn't positive.
We'll put that in there, fix it more. Do we have any bills tonight?
I gave, he did his, and they got, well,
Bills are done?
they've got a whole pile, if you want to get those,
Huh?
No, there's more right here.
We have more bills?
there's a whole pile of them.
Yes.
You done what she said?
He's got it.
That's the last one? Motion to pay.
You only had 3 pieces of paper there, Ken.
I did good. Nice to meet you.
You
Motion to
almost
pay.
didn't get those, because I had to say, Teresa, did you probably put the phone bill in, because I got the electric parts in mine.
I second the motion.
Motion to adjourn.